guys, Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it's Sunday, so it is Sketch Sunday. Moira and I are revisiting some of Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, some of the sketches she did in her 4 times of 30 Days of Sketches. So we do this every Sunday, and we picked out the first month or so we're in month number 2, 3. And so we are asking you guys, our wonderful subbies and scrappy friends, to pick the layouts for us. So today's sketch is from one of our subbies, Colleen, and her husband. How cool is that? So exciting. Like, I can guarantee my husband doesn't watch, but I am excited that her husband is watching. So this sketch is from the Hip Kit Club, and it was made by Ashley Horton. And don't get me wrong, this one stumped me. So I'm like, okay, so I'm looking at this sketch, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to find my inspiration. I'm like, okay, there's lots of photos on this. So I need to find lots of photos. So I dug through my photos, and I had recently stolen my husband's phone and uploaded a bunch of his photos to Shutterfly because I feel like he gets to do some fun things without us, which is great that he gets to go do that because, let's be honest, I get to do fun things without him. So it's only fair, but I feel like because I scrapbook and I take the pictures, those are the ones I print. So, you know, my scrapbooking retreats are going to be in there, and my girls' weekends and this, that, and the other. And the things that he does maybe don't get represented. So I want everybody to be able to look back, including him, and be like, oh, okay, I did fun things too, not just my wife. So, so this was one of those fun trips. I think it was from when he went to the Masters, and he got to go to this bar, and it has all these like famous people's handprints in cement, and they've signed it. So he took a bunch of pictures of that, and I mean, he actually took 4 pictures of 4 different people, so I felt like that was important to him and that needed to be documented. So I am encouraging you to steal your husband's phone and steal his pictures. Or let's be honest, I'm going to steal my kids' phones when they have phones, and I'm going to steal their pictures too because they don't give them up very well as they get older and are teenagers. I do have lots of hope when they're older and out of the house, because I see some of these wonderful moms and their kids still send them photos, Snapchat filters. They steal things off of Instagram and Facebook. Like, I'm totally going to do that. I'm going to be that mom. But I'm struggling with this sketch. So I found these 4 pictures. I actually have 5. So one has like, I don't know. I want to say they're Dolly Parton's outfits, but I could be totally wrong because I'm going to make him tell me at some point so we can write some journaling. But I end up only using the 4. And then I cannot find a background for this paper whatsoever. I really wanted to use the hexagons. And it seemed like every piece of paper I put behind it just got so busy. Like, it was too busy. And so then I thought, okay, well, let's do white. And then white was not right either because the photos are very creamy and gray. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this either. So I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. And I have this piece of burlap in there. And I was like, ooh, I like this. I like the color, but then I'm like, I already used part of it. So it's cut down and it's not a 12 by 12 anymore. I'm like, okay, well, let's leave that there. And I'm kind of over the background at the moment. I just want to look at stuff. So I leave it there and I'm looking at it and I'm looking through the 6x6 pad to get some paper layers. And I find this little cut apart piece and it says, "Let the good times roll," which I thought is super appropriate since they're musical artists. And so that's where the journaling is going to go. Whether I can actually get him to journal or he has to tell me and I'm going to journal, either way, it's going to get journaled on. And then I look up in the corner of my desk and there is this piece of black and white polka dot paper. And I was like, oh, well, this is perfect. It's just a scrap. I had used it before. And so it's 6x6. So I did go ahead and match up the pattern. And I will use that background white paper just to attach everything to. So now that I've decided on a background, and this is basically how my photos are going to go. They're going to be a little more off skew and not so much in a square pattern to give kind of that skewed photo look in the sketch, but that's pretty much it. So I have this puffy sticker sheet from Millie and June from Fancy Pants, and I am so close to killing this. So I wanted to use some of the stuff. So one of my biggest issues was one of the words that I had left was grandma. Honestly, I don't have a ton of grandma photos. That's just the way it is. I don't have a ton of them. So I'm looking at the word grandma and I'm like, I can make that say grand. And I think this is pretty grand to be able to see all this. So that is going to be the first part of my title. So I go ahead. The ma will probably get thrown away. Just so you know, throwing it out there, probably get thrown away. So now that I've pulled that gold in, I felt like I need some more gold. And so I'm pulling these stars from the Good Vibes kit or Good Vibes sticker sheet. And I thought if I could stick it on my hand, all the little pieces would come out, but it didn't work. So painstakingly, I have to peel them all out. And then, of course, since I've handled it so much, I will have to attach glue to make it stick to my paper, but that's okay. So I do 3 of them. So I kind of have 3 different clusters, 1 in each corner, and then, 1 in each corner, because there's 4 corners on this layout, Crystal. Come on. So 1 in the upper left-hand corner, 1 in the lower left-hand corner, and then where my journaling is going to go is going to be another little piece. So I have added that blue puffy sticker from that collection as well. So now that I'm bringing in that dark blue, again, I have to find ways to add more of that dark blue. So I have this sticker sheet from Pink Paisley, and it is Moonstruck, and it has that same navy in it. So there's 2 small stickers. One's a ampersand and one's a heart, and I was like, okay, those are going in the other 2 clusters. Now, how do I finish my title? Do I say grand hello, okay, hope, yesterday, grand today? My first thought is grand yesterday because, well, okay, Johnny Cash is one of the handprints down there. And I was like, well, that's kind of a yesterday thing, not a today thing. And so is kind of Garth Brooks, but Rascal Flatts and Blake Shelton, I mean, they're still putting out a bunch. And honestly, Garth Brooks is back. Like, I totally need to go see him. Totally. So, totally digressing today. More gold. I have a few of these tiny word stickers, and this month I gotta kill them. I just gotta kill them. I love them, but I gotta kill them. So I end up getting 5. I put 1 on each of the photos. Of course, Johnny Cash had to get Timeless, and Garth Brooks had to get the best. And then one of them said Friends, and I was like, oh, Rascal Flatts needs Friends. And then Another one said happy, so I put that. So that says happy friends. And then up by Blake Shelton, I did dream because of that show, The Voice, where people are trying to get their dreams type thing. So that is my logic for putting those word stickers there. And then to finish off my title, I grabbed these letter stickers, and they're from Millie and June as well. And I just did hands, and then I used the hashtag for a little bit more of the blue. So my title is hashtag grand hands. So I do have a couple close-ups for you here. And so if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know if there is one that you want us to do. And remember to wear your crown. Bye.